What is up, YouTube? Today we're going to be talking about the Saints offense and the defense to counter it. Are you struggling to stop the run? Be sure you check out Madden for a full guide covering all the meta formations from high form close to heavy panther. Now we're going to go ahead and start with Lamar Jackson with his fast break ability. We all know how tough that can be to stop sometimes. But first off, we need to talk a little bit about the special package that you can get him in to run QB blast out of the Taysom Hill QB. What it's going to do is it's going to take your fastest quarterback, put him at quarterback, and then he's going to run quarterback blast. We're going to go ahead and just have our audibles set. We're going to have QB blast. I don't really run gun Taysom Hill QB. I'm a passer, not a runner. But then we're going to talk a little bit about the dual threat that it brings to the party. So normally what they may do is they may come out tight offset tight end, or they may come out in this, where is it? The Y off tree weak, which you notice there is a slight alignment difference. And that is really important in identifying what formation they are in as well, which we'll talk about. But we're going to come out Y out HB swing. And then we're focusing primarily on a pocket passer like Drew Brees, Tom Brady. We're really going to be staying in this 3-4 bear almost every single time. And so we're going to go ahead and just simulate Lamar Jackson as a pocket passer. Now, yes, I know he's pretty much a scramble first kind of player. But we're going to go into pinch buck O. And we're going to go ahead and just send the house. Now, let's talk a little bit about defense as well behind this, as this is probably the most important thing behind it. Generally, when I'm going to be playing a tight offset tight end is I'm almost always going to baseline. What that allows me to do is it allows me to crossman Y to B, so then I don't have to worry about that post route. Now, another adjustment I would make is I'd switch Stephon Gilmore with Jason McCourty or Devin McCourty for Stephon Gilmore, just because of the ability that Stephon Gilmore has as a man up. He just gets insane man coverage behind it. But usually we don't really have to worry about that post route beating man coverage. It's just not ran sharp enough to be able to beat it. And so we really don't have to worry too much about that. So right here, we're going to go ahead and blitz all linebackers. It's pretty simple. And then we're going to go ahead and slap on a QB contained for mobile quarterbacks specifically. If they are pocket passers like Drew Brees, Tom Brady, we're just going to go ahead and just send the blitz as is. No QB contains. We just needed to get home a little bit quicker. What we want to do is, first off, we want to go ahead and man ourselves up to the running back. And then we're going to go ahead and put B on a cloud flat and Y on an outside third. That outside third is not going to play the corner out, but it is going to be able to assist us a little bit better. And if we don't get over there in time, we sometimes can find ourselves lucky enough to be able to click on and pick the ball off. Again, that's if you have a zoned out ability. It's kind of silly. I think we have to have all these abilities on our players. So maybe Devin McCourty, switch for Jason McCourty, and just go from there. There's your final adjustments behind it. Then Patrick Chung, make sure that you do have somebody fast. You're going to need to be covering quite a bit of field to really successfully bag this play up. The last and most important part, be willing to adjust. While this kind of stock defense I may run against some players, there's going to be some people that actually know what they're doing. If they continue to send out 4 routes against this without doing a max protect, what you're going to need to start doing is maybe putting X into a vertical hook, or B into a vertical hook, or X or B into a hard flat, and then Y into mid read or hook curl. Whatever the case may be, you're going to need to start making adjustments and maybe backing off the pressure. When I was playing a guy just yesterday, what he would do, and what a lot of players like to do against this kind of blitz heavy formation, is they're going to go ahead and block their running back, and then they'll motion in this drag route, which is exactly actually what you want them to do, because it requires you to cover a lot less. And then you as a user just have to take away that corner out. There's not a single zone in the game that's going to cover it. I promise you guys, you can throw over the top of cloud flats, soft squats, underneath outside thirds, underneath outside quarters, even with shaded underneath, shaded over top. They're not going to play it. So we'll motion this guy in and try to just simulate what may happen right here. You can see we get the blitz to come through. We've got the corner out, we've got the post route bagged, and we've got that out route bagged. If they do decide to throw that out route, Stephon Gilmore, somebody was zoned out, and Acrobat is more than likely going to jump the ball and either pick it off or swat it down. Now, with somebody like Stephon Gilmore, you can kind of expect him to just go absolutely berserk and jump the ball no matter what. So again, we always want a baseline. Now, this is a pretty important piece as well. If we do not baseline and they decide, let's just say they were to motion this guy over like that, what's going to end up happening is this outside third or whoever, whatever zone you put him into, is going to follow him over, and it's just really going to mess up your zone. So by baselining, we can just kind of counteract that. Now, a lot of people aren't going to motion over like that to block this blitz. It works even worse. But again, we're looking to force their hand into a max protection, because almost everybody is looking for that corner out every single time. Don't doubt me on this one. I promise you guys that is their go-to play almost every time. So this time we're going to slap him to a cloud flat. That cloud flat is going to help more so just to allow the blitz to get through a little bit cleanly. It's not going to guard the corner out. As I always say, you got to take away that manually. But this is maybe another adjustment you might give your opponent. Again, changing it up and blitzing all linebackers. We've got to get that pressure home quickly. The cloud flat's just a temporary thing. If they manage to pick up the blitz, that corner out's going to get over top, and it's going to be a quick one-play touchdown. So we'll go ahead and motion this guy in, snap the ball. This time the blitz is going to get picked up because we don't hover, but you can see that time the blitz gets through. The cloud flat, you notice, was just about to start dropping, and we were able to get home, get the sack, and go away. So now we're going to not baseline this time. I want to show you guys a little bit what I was talking about. This is going to be really quick, but you see this is a non-baseline. We'll go ahead and put X into an outside third, Y into an inside third, and B into a cloud flat. And do something like we were last time, or maybe even man up. Notice, can't man up Y to B because it's not a baseline, but maybe put him into an inside third. Problem is, if you do that, that post route, you're still going to be able to fit it in. So just kind of keep that in mind. Again, this time we're just going to give you guys a little bit of an example, but you can see the outside third, even though you put him into a zone, followed. That's a huge, huge issue. Again, reason being is because that corner out now has absolutely no one over there to follow him. You could always, as always, put him into a cloud flat and then do something like this. If you notice they're dotting you up pretty good, you can just essentially get rid of that quick snap throw up the seam. That vertical hook's going to play it long enough for you as a user to get over there, and then just send 6 respectively. Again, this is a numbers game. We want to force their hand. We want to make them think that we're sending the blitz. And forcing a mobile QB is going to be 5,000 times more difficult, because if you do not QB contain, they're going to be able to get outside and throw a dot or scramble on you. Now, with this being a dual threat, we're going to talk a little bit about this gun Taysom Hill QB. They can audible out of tight offset tight end, and go straight into gun Taysom Hill QB. And then if they have their audible set, they could run this QB blast. And this is where 3-4 Bear is really starting to struggle. So we'll go ahead and snap this ball. I'll see if I can shoot the gap out of 3-4 Bear. I probably can't. You can see right there, we get super, holy crap. You never, ever see Lamar Jackson fumble. There you go. Go ahead and share that on Twitter right there. But we got actually really lucky right there, because the running back essentially missed his block. And had he not missed his block, we got stuck on the offensive line, and Lamar Jackson has a wide open lane to run with him. So this is why I don't like to run 3-4 Bear against mobile QBs. This is a little bit of a simulation as a pocket passer. Now we're going to start about the defense that we're going to run against a mobile quarterback. We're going to go ahead and just come straight out and Taysom Hill QB, and I'm going to give you guys another tip as well, and how you can identify why I've trio weak versus Taysom Hill. So when we're running against Taysom Hill QB, I'm going to come out 3-4 odd, and I'm going to come out on my run defense as always. Now, if you guys want a full run defensive guide, or ebook, what do you guys want to call it, you can check out MeisterMadden.com. This is going to be getting updated here real soon. But the defense we like to use is the cover to sink. So I'm going to go ahead and baseline. I'm going to set up my run defense real fast. Now we're all ready to go. So lastly, we're going to go ahead and press. Now, you guys may be thinking, oh, why are you pressing? If they have a Marquise Brown, they're going to bomb you over top. Yeah, they may bomb you over the top. But first off, you just got to recognize where he's at. So I believe he is number 11. I want to say he's in number 11 or 15. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we got Stephon Gilmore with Marquise Brown. Now, this is a pretty big speed mismatch. And so we're going to go ahead and back him off and maybe put him into a soft squat or an outside third, outside quarter, whatever you guys want to do. That's kind of up to you. But you notice that when we put him into the soft squat, he actually shifts to the inside. You can see, you can go ahead and press him. You can back him off. You can do whatever. It's just going to be a little bit different of an alignment. That's a little bit further of a tip that I can give for you guys as well. Same thing goes for X. You notice he does a man line. Now you're able to freely back him off, press him, and then you can rezone him into like a soft squat. and then you can just back them off and do whatever you guys want. But anyways, we're going to talk a little bit about this run right here. So QB blast, anytime they come out in this gun Taysom Hill QB, I'm always going into 3-4 odd. I think that's going to be the best defense against the mobile QB when running the Saints offense. 3-4 bear, good against pocket passers. 3-4 odd, good against mobile passers. That's the difference between it. So right here, we'll snap this ball. I'll try my best to shoot the gap and control 2 controllers at once. Snap it, get in, and you can see right there. That time, again, holy crap, I've never had Lamar Jackson football twice in a row. Send that to Twitter, boys. Send it to Twitter. But you see right there, we're able to get the gap shot. It's a little confusing snapping the ball and then controlling the user defender at the same time. But you guys can see right there as we go into instant replay, we're able to get into the gap, into the backfield, and getting a tackle on Lamar Jackson for, I don't think, any gain whatsoever. We actually get a little bit of a lucky shed. But nonetheless, we've got this guy coming off the edge. Right there, if he decides to bounce it to the outside like most people like to do, we're going to have the edge set on that side. The safety is coming down to assist in the tackle, and then we're able to get him stopped for a gain of maybe an inch if they're feeling generous today, which that's how he is. But you can see right there, able to contain it and off to the races. Now, of course, if we had a little bit better stick work on defense, we probably could have fumble sixed that very easily. So again, we're going to go ahead and set up our run defense. I don't know what's going on with my voice. I'm not losing my voice. I think it's just because I choked on water earlier today. Don't ask me how that happened. But anyways, again, we'll do this a little bit secret adjustment behind it. Yes, it does require a little bit more adjustments, but if you guys are quick on the quick adjustments, ironically, you're going to be able to get those in pretty darn fast. We'll snap this ball again, set it up. You can see right there, Lamar Jackson gets a very fortunate juke right there. Had we probably clicked on, we would have easily stopped in backfield if we had unfakeable stop in backfield again. So you can see right there, constantly getting backfield. That's a good representation of what Joke would like to do amongst other people like to do as well, is they'll notice, okay, there's nowhere to run to the inside. We've got somebody coming through the middle. What they're going to do is try cutting it to the outside. If we try clicking on right there, our user's not going to get faked out. And you can see, again, we've got him stuck in the backfield, nowhere to go. Because he gets that lucky juke, he's off to the races. That's just kind of something that's a little unfortunate. So this is a little, I want to say, mini defensive scheme that I wanted to bring out for you guys about the New Orleans Saints offense in identifying a mobile QB versus a pocket QB. Keep in mind, you're going to play the defense completely different for both of them because the threats are night and day with what you have to worry about. So with that being said, that's going to take care of this video. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure you hit that subscribe button. And until next time, guys, check out my man for the run defense. Again, it's getting updated here this week, including this gun Taysom Hill QB and probably a little bit of update and change to some of the formations as well. So until next time, guys, get in the lab. This has been T Meister. See ya.